Welcome to Invest. We'll talk about investing, finance, and professional development. So current time of 4:33 p.m. on Eastern Time, Ethereum could trade $3,000, up about 2.66% so far. Respect to over crypto market, you see clearly we are seeing a Wild Wild West type of affectation across the crypto market right now, with Dogecoin up about 23.14% so far, while the rest of the market is also being dragged up as well. And what's going on? Why are we seeing the mega green candle or the mini green candle that you're seeing across the crypto market? Also with respect to a lot of EV stocks, and also obviously for some stocks that are adjacent to crypto as well being dragged up. The main catalyst came out around 2:41 p.m. on the Eastern Time when Elon Musk has officially announced that the acquisition for Twitter is going through. And when that happens, the Twitter stock halted, and subsequently the entire crypto market got dragged up. So is all the other adjacent EV crypto related stocks also got dragged up as well. So what's the momentum going forward right now? Seems like Ethereum is approximating at the $3,000 level, right? Recuperating all the losses that we have seen collectively ever since early bright in the morning around 4:30 a.m. on the Eastern Time when we hit around like the $2,750, cracking below the real consolidated level of 2,850. And as I woke up around 6 a.m., 7 a.m. in the morning, it was consolidated around that level for the basically entire day. And as that news broke out at 2:41 p.m. related to the Elon Musk acquisition for Twitter, it got subsequently reversed up, right? So is this long lasting, or are we gonna see more of a sell off coming? Knowing the fact that with respect to the market, ever since on Thursday with that pop the balloon affectation from Jerome Powell, indicating a double of the interest hikes from 25 basis point to 50 basis point. And also with respect to China, the COVID cases seems like it's still escalating. So is on the domestic level in the US. Recession fear is coming around the corner. And also with respect to a lot of price target shave off, adjusting across a lot of tech stocks as well. The small growth, high cap stocks, the small cap, high growth stocks, get, butchered across the spectrum. And also with respect to the correlation between crypto and equity, crypto is also being affected by it as well, right? So let's just dive into technicals to see what's going on. This week is going to be a relatively volatile one because a lot of mega tech stocks are coming off earnings, right? We are experiencing like Amazon, Google, Meta, Twitter, and many other stocks are reporting earnings. So this week is going to be an interesting one. So we'll look out for some more volatility coming. We ultimately are never surprised. So let's just prepare ourselves for potential up or downsides from here based on the technical frames of reference that we know already. So with respect to recording time, again, 4:37 p.m. on the Eastern Time. Ethereum is at 3,000 because it's a flat number that we add. But is this a real level? It's not, right? But the good thing is that with respect to the reversal that we bounced from the 2,800 to 4,625 at the moment, we have crossed down for quite some time ever since we were at the $36,000, and now we are bouncing, reversing up in approximately comparable level that we have historically been bouncing at the 40 out of 70 on RSI scale. So right now, in terms of incurring risk, I think 2850 was the dip that we've been talking about. And where should we be going next, right? The next level of non-substantive consolidated level will be 3050, all the way subsequent to the real level of 3158 to continue back up onto the trends that we were trying to, the zigzag, right? The upward trend that we were trying to form, right? But obviously we broke through slightly. So we see how that goes as the market further digests ahead of the next FOMC meeting coming, and also with respect to earnings coming up this week. respect to Bitcoin, you can see that we reverse flash back up from the 38,500 to the 40,000s, which is exactly where we're at right now. At the 43 out of 70, still curving up. So in terms of incurring risk, again, right, anywhere from 40 to 38 per our previous videos and the videos that have been posted prior, that's a good frame to DCA continuously, right? And respect to Ethereum Classic at 33.53, you can see that we regained back from where we were levitating before, but ultimately we're still levitating. So this is not an ideal level to incur risk yet. But we're at the 37 out of 70, but in between levels, right? So ideally, I would say better level will be somewhere around like 28 or below from here. Respect to Dogecoin is pumping up because of the Elon Musk news again. At the 64 out of 70, we're forming a golden cross all over. But is this short-lived? I would say so, because I think the only negative thing that we can potentially see a mega red candle that we saw here, which is not a surprise, is if the acquisition doesn't go through surprisingly out of nowhere, despite the official announcement already. But deals can always get pulled under the rug for no reason. So learn to be a little bit more patient and be cautiously risk averse, maybe taking some profit momentarily when we are already relatively overbought and basically gain back everything that we lost subsequent days before. But you could see that, when you're investing, this seems very much like gambling almost, right? Especially with this chart pattern that doesn't convey a lot of confidence in terms of fundamentals, right? Respect to Cardano, about 1% so far, anywhere from basically 80 all the way to 70 cents from here. 77 cents below is still logical to DCA. Solana is $100 right now with the 43 out of 70, still curving down, gliding away. You can see that clearly we broke to the $93 level, which is the next level of substantiveness. And we got bought back up to go back to 100. It's just like the ping pong ball affectation that we're seeing as you get the green signal from that news that got broke out. So right now is actually okay, but if you bought in at the 95, that was a good level to DCA in regardless. XRP 68 cents right now, anywhere from current level all the way to 57 is still fair game to DCA. Polkadot's down about 1.5%, anywhere from basically 16 to 1406 is still logical to DCA from here. Algorand, anywhere from current level all the way to 65 cents is still logical to DCA from here. Shiba Inu 2100, right, down to 1400 to 900 would be logical DCA. You could see that clearly. We were approximating from the 2100 earlier, and that was the good dip, logically again, right? MagTech's down about 0.26%, anywhere from 140 to 120, so in between levels is fair game to DCA regardless. AVAX about 0.4%, anywhere from 59 to 50 is still fair game to DCA, but anywhere from like 65, is fair game already, so feel free to do so, in terms of holding for long term. Luna is still surging back up, basically being dragged up because of the news that got broken out. But is this long lived? I would say no, because of the fact that we're still in the head and shoulder pattern. And at the same time, we are cross up. So we have formed a golden cross, which formulates this green candle. However, how long lasting can we be? Like the next level we could get to with the 53 out of 70 would be somewhere around like the 109. And as we get there, that's about it, and then subsequently reverse back down at the. I would say as we get to like the somewhere around like 65 out of 70, right? So hopefully this is helpful in regards to the technical analysis. It's definitely stomach wrenching, I would say, in terms of the market volatility that we're experiencing. It's only Monday. So we're going to see more of these coming, with this massive earnings week that we'll be experiencing going forward, right? But ultimately, if you are buying and holding for a long term, out of all the times, in the world that we have been experiencing in the last, let's say 6 months so far, we have, bled to the point of, relatively good value of a discount that you could hold for long term. That is a relatively no-brainer if you hold it long term, right? Ultimately, the time is what you're basically fighting against, not the market, right? And if you could outlast the volatility with time, you should be rewarded nicely going forward. So that's the way I'm gonna play the game. But let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate you and have a good day. Take care.